and I graduated in medicine, so I became a doctor about 6 years ago. I just became an anesthetist, and at the 17th of January, I started my job at the local hospital as an anesthetist. After nearly a month, the coronavirus outbreak spread out. This little world I was experiencing suddenly broke down. So I had to learn fast. I had to face some difficult situations and difficult decisions. Suddenly, I was alone deciding about the patient. I had to decide which drugs to give. I had to decide whether the patient needs to be intubated or not. I decide which kind of respiratory help and respiratory machine is the best for my patient. As the outbreak spread, our hospital suddenly became full of patients with coronavirus. All these wards just shut down and were recreated as coronavirus wards. Suddenly we have to face the situation in which we had an enormous need of materials, things, people, but our resources were and still are really, really few. So we have to do medicine in a completely different way. So we started working in an emergency situation with an emergency mentality. Every day you have to decide between life and death of the patient. You know, every one of us has its own way of coping with the weight of the responsibility and the weight of the choices we do. But the hard thing is that maybe you speak with the patient and then you watch the patient get worse and worse day after day, and you know that your therapies aren't really useful. Most part of the patients have the same age of my parents. It's just a case that they are in the bed and my relatives are not. Every one of us has its own therapy. For example, some colleagues draw, some other stay with the family the most time as possible. Some others want to isolate themselves. You do your small piece every day, and try not to think about the whole thing because it's crazy. It's unbearable. When it will be all over, we will think about that. But now we have to just work and work and work, doing our small piece every day and try to be useful every day in the way we can.